Hey, welcome back to 2DG.
Two.
Hey, we're bringing you another beer review.
We are.
What do we have today?
Today we have from America's oldest brewery. We have the Yuengling IPL India Pale Lager.
All right. Now, this particular sample comes from a friend of the channel. He donated a couple beers. So we're going to review this one to start with because I was rather intrigued by the IPL notion.
Now, Yuengling is out, as we said, America's oldest brewery. They're out of Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Now, their distribution, despite being America's oldest, and they're the biggest quote-unquote craft brewery, overtaking Sam Adams earlier this year, 2015. They do not get distribution in our home state, Indiana. So, Ohio carries it, though, which is kind of weird that they wouldn't just come one state over, and being out of Pennsylvania, we're about, 10 hours away. A little weird, but I have driven out of the state before to get Yuengling, not this one in particular, so we'll see how this one goes.
Now, it's not that it's a lack of demand in our home state, because as I mentioned, or as you mentioned, a lot of people drive across the border to get it, and this particular person I know goes quite frequently, and my understanding is he then emails a state representative every time and says, drove to Ohio to get beer again. Well, not to mention, he does it on Sundays, which you cannot buy beer in Indiana on Sunday for carryout.
Or any alcohol.
Yeah.
You can, however, get growlers.
Which is,
I don't know, weird. But anyway, no, to follow what you were saying as far as the Indiana not selling it or whatever, last April Fools in 2015, one of them going around on Facebook was that Indiana was going to start carrying Yuengling, and I know tons of people just in the family, our family, that were tremendously excited only to have their hearts broken. They should have known.
Hitting all over the state, southern half the state, everybody was stoked.
Anyway, let's get the appearance on the IPL. From Yuengling, it is a little darker than I thought it would be. Almost like a wheat-colored ale, so almost a golden orangish yellow, still on the pale side.
Just to note, mine came out of the bottom, and it's a little more cloudy.
Yeah, it is. Which is weird. Again, they're a big brewery, and they're Yuengling lager, which they're mostly known for. And in fact, in Pennsylvania, the way that you order it is just to say, I'll have lager, and then they just give you that. It does use adjuncts, so they're kind of like the big three or whatever. But regardless, let's get a smell on this.
The head, I actually have a little bit of a milky
white.
Yeah, it's an odd. Yeah. She sticks around a little bit there. Looks like a lot of carbonation, eh? Well, actually, if we're talking about Pennsylvania, I guess we'd say Ewens. Or Ewes guys. Serious.
I thought that was Jersey. Anyway.
My stepfather's from Pennsylvania. I know these. Let's do it. Sorry.
It's weird. I'm getting a little bit of the hop bite out of it. I'm getting the grassy natures. I'm getting a little lemon, a little bit of generic citrus, a little bit of spice in there.
But it's subtle. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little congested, but
I've had a couple IPLs before, and none of them has been tremendously blow your mind for their hop profile. But this one actually isn't bad.
No, this smells like a bag of hops.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually pretty good.
So it's muted a little, which you do, kind of expect because they store this at, very cold temperatures. But anyway, let's get a taste on it.
Okay.
Okay. First and foremost, you get the Pilsner malt flavor throughout the whole palate. At the front, you get a pop of the bitterness. Most of it being just grassy and spice with a little lemon in there. The spice I'm using is kind of like almost piney, but it's not there. It's kind of just like resinous.
Yeah.
Past that, though, there's no real hop profile in my opinion.
There's a lot of bitterness.
Well,
maybe the bitter oils.
Yeah, but flavor-wise. I'm just getting the grassy citrus note. I mean, lemon mostly, no orange or grapefruit or anything like that.
I would agree. On the back end, get that maltiness again.
It is dry though.
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't really feel like I'm drinking just a lager.
No, absolutely not.
So I think the notion is good. I kind of enjoy it, the way they're working this.
Okay, so let's get into the ratings. There's classifying this on Rate Beer as a premium lager. So kind of along the lines of what an import lager would be, like Stella Artois or Heineken or anything like that. Style-wise, they gave it a 70. And then overall, they actually dropped it down to a 30.
Wow.
So, premium lager, what you got?
I'm actually going to ballpark it right around Rate Beer, and I'm going to give it a 7. Yep.
You thought about it.
Yeah, I was going to go up to 7.5. And I still could. Yeah, I'll go 7 right now.
Based on the style, I'm going to give it an 8. Most of the premium lagers that you get, imports or whatever, they all kind of taste the same as your regular domestic. This one you can at least tell is different. So while it may look the same as a lot of the other ones, if you put them all together, guarantee I can pick this one.
In a second.
Like I said, if a lager is saying that it has an IPA level of hops, this one, I wouldn't say that it has an IPA level, but you definitely tell that the hops are there, which is, nice.
Well, and to be honest, the smell of the hops I just love. It's like they weren't altered, when they were added. I mean, this is like cracking open a bag of hops and just sniffing it. It's in there, but you really got to work to coax it out. I mean, you got to sniff pretty hard.
Yeah, to me, I'm going to disagree.
Oh.
As far as the freshness of the hops, I'm not really getting too much. It's kind of almost one-dimensional for me because the malt kind of mixes in with that towards the end. But anyway, overall, where are you going to drop this?
How do you know I'm going to drop it?
I mean, I don't. I mean, it's just a figure of speech.
You know what? I'm going to leave it at 7. I think...
You only did it to make me look bad.
Yep. Lager-wise...
It is not just for lager-wise, but overall.
It is for me, because what am I going to... It's rare if I'm going to actually pick up a lager.
Fair.
I typically get some sort of an ale, obviously. But no, if I'm going to pick up a lager, if I could get this in my home state, this is the one I would recommend so far from Yuenglings to people I know, trying to get them on the build their hop tolerance so we can get them over to the ale side. But no, I would recommend this one. I enjoy this one. I'd pick it up on occasion and enjoy it.
So I've had three of the Yuengling beers now. The regular lager, which, God, was like...
Quite a while.
Well, I say over 2 years ago now, and I don't really remember too much about it, so I'd have to get it again. The other one I had, you got me a 12-pack of the black and tan, or somebody did. Yeah, it wasn't great. I don't care for the black and tan mix.
Yeah, I didn't really think much of it either. This
one, from what I remember, at least so far, is the best Yuengling that I've had.
I would agree.
Overall, though, I'm going to put this one at a 6.5.
Wow.
It's great for a lager. I mean, anytime you throw hops in something, it's great for the most part. That being said, though, it's nothing special. And I don't really care too much for what the hops are bringing out overall. I care for a little bit more, and this one's, like I said, one-dimensional.
Well, it is a lager. Nah, you can get some.
Don't trash on the lager. I like lagers. But.
Well, I know I'm gonna get some hate anyway. Going, you're beyond snob now.
We're not snobs.
Beer's for everybody.
Geeks.
Heard that recently.
Anyway. Go ahead and smash the like button or tap the dislike. Leave a comment. We'll talk to you. And then go ahead and subscribe. We're growing. Why not be a part of it?
Yep. It's only going to get bigger this year.
Only going up.
Bigger numbers, bigger beers. Can we do that? Yeah, we're going to try. We're going to do everything we can to bring you the best events, best beers, you name it. We're going to try to bring it to you. Maybe even live events. I don't know.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. 2DG.
Hey, see you later.